G'day Marvel Future Fight Gamers, Vader G here, welcome back. Gonna have a bit of a look at Emma Frost in this video, and just looking at her, I mean she's pretty, she's not a bad looking type to start off with, but the actual visuals with her uniform with these, with the Phoenix Force coming out like wings, I mean that looks absolutely amazing. It looks so cool. So what I'm going to do first is have a bit of a look at her uniform with her uniform effects and compare her skills with her Marvel Now uniform, which I've got actually set up next to me on my iPad so I can actually compare the skills. So new uniform applies itself 10% increase of energy attack, which is no joke, and 35% chance when attacking applies to enemies incapacitation. So we have a bit of a look at her Marvel Now uniform. Uniform effect. 35% chance when attacking applies to enemies incapacitation. Okay, so it's a similar type thing, except she's got an extra 10% energy attack with the new uniform, with the Phoenix 5 uniform. Let's have a quick look at her skills, her skill descriptions, and we'll run through each of those quickly as well. Okay, so her tier 2 passive remains unchanged. Her first skill is Mind, so it's basically identical to the Marvel Now uniform. Her second skill is now Burn, so it now has burn damage and also has a stun on it, whereas before it didn't. Her third skill, this is where she summons an illusion. So it's pretty similar, except with with the new uniform, summon an illusion with 50% of the summoner stats, whereas the old uniform has summon an illusion with 85% of the summoner stats. I'm not real sure how that translates into damage, if it's a damage reduction or not. It's got, obviously this has got fire damage. This has got applies to enemies stun 2 seconds in the new uniform, whereas the old uniform did not have that at all. Uh, so yeah, I'm not really sure if that third skill is an upgrade, although I did have a quick look at skill preview before, and it a certainly is a proc triggering type skill. So we'll have a bit of a look at that in a second. Passive remains unchanged. Dodge rate increases, except on the old uniform it's just dodge rate. On the new uniform it's actually guaranteed dodge rate, which is a significant difference in that. Her fourth skill was mind damage before, now deals burn damage. Her old fourth skill with her Marvel Now uniform actually had damage to immunity, immunity to all damage for 4 seconds, whereas her fourth skill on this uniform doesn't, but it does have burn damage. The actual fire damage scaling there of 69% is exactly the same as a mind damage of what it used to be on the Marvel Now uniform. And her fifth skill, let's have a quick look at that. Okay, so this is new in regards to applies to enemies mind control. That was never there before. And everything else is kind of okay. So the mind control is new, the deals burn damage is new, and the rest is pretty similar as what it was before. So pretty much the same. So whilst there's been subtle changes to the uniform, there's been no sort of outlandish changes like Cyclops, like the actual Cyclops uniform. So what we might have a quick look at, we might have a quick look at her skill preview, skill preview skill, and see how the actual differences between the uniforms look, and just see what those skills actually look like in the skill preview pane. So first of all, we'll start with the fifth skill. Pretty massive area of effect, fair bit of residual burn damage on that as well. So her fourth skill is like a channeling type skill. Second skill's got a fair bit of AoE as well, just for a second skill. Let's turn the sound down on this game a bit. First skill, yeah, sort of zips around. And third skill is where she summons the illusions, and they form a little bit of a crosshair on the actual mob that she's targeting there. So it looks pretty cool. What we might do, we might see if we can give her a quick run in World Boss. I haven't done world boss today, so let's have a look and see how we go. I'm wondering which world boss would be best. Challenge world boss. I think we'll... Okay, so we're going to try her out in Corvus level 30. We got She-Hulk and Valkyrie and Emma for the ally team. I'm definitely taking along Anti-Venom, and we got some energy attack strikers. They were just the top of the heap, although they're actually pretty good strikers. Let's see how we go. I'm pretty limited to two-dimensional movement with the keypad that I've got on the keyboard. I'm really not used to it, really struggling. Need to... hard to teach an old dog new tricks. That's what they say, and that's particularly true in this instance. What we're going to be trying to do is trying to trigger the proc with the 3 skill, which has like a bit of a crosshair type effect on it. A little bit like Thanos' 6 skill, to be perfectly honest, in a way, and then be going into the 5 skill from there, and then into the 4 skill. The three proc 5 seems to deliver some pretty decent damage, so we'll try and stick with that through this rotation, and we'll just really be trying to stay alive as well, to be honest. There'll be not much movement through here. It's not a bad start though. She has good damage on that 3 cancel into 5 for whatever reason. That didn't actually work there. Just a little bit early for that proc there. I'm going to run here with She-Hulk. Oh god, that's actually better than what I've done with the keyboard before. Try and collect some of these healing sort of areas. Alright, let's get into him. So he's managed to dodge my 3 skill there. Yeah, so that's got good damage, that combination. Whether it's the ultimate combination, I don't know. Tell you what, I'm just getting whacked a bit. So we really need to kind of finish him off kind of quickly. So I don't want to cark it. And good. Got a little bit of... Oh, get out of there. Get out of the stun. A few healing things there. Let's take advantage of that. We really didn't do that well. Taking advantage of it. Gonna just get out of this inferno by switching out. And do the same here. Run away from the fire blades. Yeah, look at that damage on the 5. Whoop. Run, run, run. Kid Amiga in there with a nice strike. That's a really cool skill, his 5th skill. It's actually probably my favorite skill of this update. Yeah. Don't really have much health left. Just cop that one. Some heals would be pretty welcome right about now. Switch out. So yeah, it's taken a bit of time, but I don't think it's No, I don't think it's. I think it's more to do with me switching out all the time, just trying to avoid dying. Hopefully we get a heal out of this. No. Alright, see if we can just finish him off pretty quickly here. Probably pretty high possibility of dying in the process. Probably got one more hit that I can absorb. Yeah. Stop dodging it, mate. 10 seconds left. Can we get there? It's going to be a close race. And with 4 seconds left, we made it. Probably not real indicative of true power. There was lots of lag going on there through that run, and plenty of unco gameplay by me just with this keyboard and mouse setup. But hopefully it gives you a little bit of an overview of her skills, how her skills can potentially chain together. And, you know, hopefully this video is giving you a little bit of an idea of Emma Frost. I think she definitely has some potential. 3 cancel 5 is a pretty awesome combination. We'll just have a look at her build. So yeah, she's got a few euro on her. Skills are maxed, and she's got Hawk's Eye. And what do we got there? Yeah, the stats are pretty good actually. So maybe her damage is actually just a little bit lowish. That's definitely possible. Anyhow, guys, hopefully, obviously more will be revealed once the update actually drops. Don't make too many judgment calls on Emma, maybe based off this. Probably what take out of this video is just her skills, her skill description, her uniform compared to her Marvel Now uniform. Probably don't read too much into that Corvus run, because it was pretty amateur, just with the setup that I've got, to be perfectly honest. And other YouTubers, other star agents, you might be better off watching their runs, particularly if they're used to playing on Nox or used to playing with keyboard and mouse, or they actually have an Android device, compared to me, who am normally iPad based. Anyhow, thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.